The Chirstmas update is considered one of the best updates Steal Brainrot has ever had, but why? Well, the first thing I want to talk about is this update's actually quite creative. This is because we've never really had anything like this in Steal Brainrot ever. I mean, every 2 hours a train's gonna come, take you to a whole new world where you give presents to Santa to get candy for Lucky Blocks, and it's genuinely actually really fun, and it feels like a breath of fresh air. Unlike the previous update, the Santa Fuse, which was quite boring and overall just a bad update. What also wasn't helping this update is that we've had fuse machines in the past, and it genuinely just feels like a copy and paste update, which was rushed together and doesn't feel that finished. And then that leads me to my next point. The other updates before this were pretty bland. With the Santa Fuse, which I just mentioned, and the Tung 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 Who Return updates, and those were fine updates, nothing too bad about them. Just they were a lot smaller, nothing was really special about them. And then there was also 14 brand new Brainrots added to this update, largely thanks to the Festive Lucky Block, which by the way, this guy's absolute cinema. And something else that's absolute cinema, subscribing. I'm just putting it out there. Anyway, the reason I like this Lucky Block so much is just because getting a new Lucky Block is always epic. And the way you get it's just really nice. And another thing I like about it is there are good things in it that aren't the best thing. Even the Lost 25, if you get some good traits on it, it's genuinely pretty good. And it also feels like a lot of time and care was put into this update, and they genuinely thought about what they were adding to the game. And even though this isn't 100% connected to the update, I still want to talk about it. And that's how the admin abuse before this update was pretty good. We got a lot of the new festive Lucky Blocks and a secret Lucky Block, which we rarely get. And to be honest, I think the developers tried to make this update as good as it was, because leaks from this update go back to about 3 weeks ago, so it clearly took a lot of time to make. So unfortunately, not all updates can be as good as this one, but I'm glad we still got it. And shout out to my members and good. Bye!